All right, this is Eric Van, the host of E-Vizz TV. Got my good friend Camron Brienne on here. I hope I said that
Stop.
right. I hope I said it right. Did I
You
say that
did. You
right?
did. You're
Awesome,
good. From the NXT
awesome.
days, remember?
Yes. Yeah, I was like, now I wonder, does she remember me?
Oh,
Because
100%. A
okay,
100%. Yeah, 100%. I remember you because I remember you sitting
yep,
in front of me and my cousin at the NXT
yep.
Live event in Independence.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. Me and my son. Yeah, we was. I was like, dang, it's crazy. It was crazy because like I watched your like not the whole coming up, but I watched you in the Indies like before we even met at the NXT show in Belton, and I remember. And I don't know if that was 2018 or 2019, but
The
I
Belton show,
can't.
I think, was 2018 because that was me and Calvin. Like, Calvin was my
Yep.
best friend.
Yeah, that was that, and I saw that match. That was a good,
Ah.
very good match. And I was like, okay, this is crazy, because I remember, I was like live streaming from my seat at that show, and I streamed that
Oh,
match, and it's on my Facebook. And I remember people was like, "Oh my God, like who is this girl? She was great." And I was like, "Yeah, she really is great. She really is great."
oh
And I
my.
was like, "It was so cool." I was like,
I
"This
wish
is
I
so
knew
cool."
that. I'm gonna have to literally go back and like stalk your Facebook so I
Yeah,
can see. I
I
need that
know.
view. I need that
I
view.
know it was dope. Yeah, because I did like the whole match and all. It was pretty dope. But yeah, it was yeah, it was really good. But yeah,
Yeah.
so let's get started. I'm gonna get started because my first question, okay, and I always do this with with pro wrestlers and stuff like that.
Hmm.
What made you want to get into the business? Like, who was your influences? Like, what age did you was like, hey, I want to do this?
So the cousin I was with when you met me, he's actually the
Mm,
one that was into wrestling. So
okay.
when I was younger, we used to like play like Tekken and Pokemon and like,
Hmm.
all of that stuff. And I remember him playing wrestling. And I was just playing it thinking like it was like a fake game, like those animated games. And I remember one day he was like, "Hey, you love Jeff Hardy. Like he's wrestling on TV." And I was like, "What do you mean he's wrestling on TV?" And we started
The
watching
goat.
it. Oh man, like before, like when he was like coloring his hair consistently, like that
Hmm.
baby Jeff. And
Hmm.
I remember like buying pay-per-views and my mom being like, "Why is there a $69?" And I'm like, I don't know. I would like buy WrestleMania. I think it was like what was it like WrestleMania, SummerSlam, Royal Rumble, and that was the day like that was back in the time where they wouldn't do like replays like they do now. It was
Yep.
just like the sound and pictures. So
Hmm.
like you had to buy it to watch it. And I
Yeah.
remember I spent
Yep.
so much of their money.
That's funny, Dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like because I remember like I don't I was I begged my mom like when trying to think which Royal Rumble trying to think the Royal Rumble was like the casket match between Kane and Undertaker. It was like right when they were
Oh.
starting that, and I was like I remember begging my mom. I was like that was the first pay per view I was able to order, and I was like, can I buy?
Like,
Can I
please,
please get
I
this?
need this.
And I've been and once I did that, it's just been ever since. Ever
Yeah.
since then. Don't get me wrong. There's been times where I've been like, okay, I gotta leave the rest alone. But it's like every time I try to get away, it sucks me right back in. Like I get
That's
right
it.
back in. I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
this is what it is.
It's meant to be in your life. And I remember telling my mom that, like my parents, and I would say, like, wrestling is meant to be in my life because if it wasn't, it wouldn't keep coming back. Because we all
Yeah.
went through phases of watching it, not watching it, watching it, not watching it. And I felt like with me being consistently going back and being like, I don't want to watch it for 3 months. And then like a month and a half later, I'm like, I wonder what like Triple H is up to. Like, you get
Yeah.
so invested in these people. And I feel like it's
Hmm.
very hard to not watch anything, so you have to like see what's going on. Hmm.
Exactly. So in your growing up, did you ever have like friends that was like, well, when you figured out you wanted to do this, did you ever have friends that was like, oh, why are you doing that? That's fake or scripted or whatever. Like, did you
Yeah.
ever get friends that was like that? Did you get that?
I definitely got bullied for it, and I think I
Hmm.
kind of submerged it, so it wasn't something that I was very open to talking about. It was more of
Right.
that getaway for me and my cousin. So
Hmm.
I did have one. It was my old best friend at the time, like high school best friend, and we would like watch the girl matches together, like the diva matches at the time, because it was just like cool, like tough, beautiful women wrestling around.
Hmm.
And so she was like the only person, but she wasn't into it like I was. I think she was just being a good friend, so she would watch it with me. But it was mostly just
Right.
like a me and my cousin thing.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is that the person? So you did you go to like shows with your cousin, or did you have like friends? Like, did you go to, or you started getting like friends in the wrestling?
No,
Nope.
it was all that cousin, that
Ah,
one
damn, that's
cousin.
cool. Hey, that's real.
Yeah,
That's
like
real right there.
remember when Undisputed came out, and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
he has
That
the
was a
video
great event.
still. It's
That's
funny. He has the video still, and then the way of the video, I don't remember this. And I don't know if you did that too, but like when Undisputed came out, Adam
yeah.
wasn't there. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I turned around, I was like, "There's
Yeah,
no
I was like,
Adam."
"Where's Adam? What the heck?"
Yeah.
Because I was
I was
like, "Man, I was." Don't get me wrong, I love Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby and
yes.
and Roderick, but I'm like, "Man, where's Adam?"
I was like, "We need Adam." I was like, "It's not Undisputed
Yeah.
without Adam."
And the funny thing, I got to tell him that I met him some years later,
Mhm.
um, at like at the hotel for AEW. I got to meet him. It's funny because I was literally dropping stuff off to my nephew because my nephew's a producer. He's a music producer, so
Oh,
he was working with Leo Rush. So
okay.
he's been with Leo Rush for a while. So he was doing Leo's interest music, working on his album and all that stuff while he was in AEW. And
Mhm.
so yeah, I'm literally dropping it because they came out here. My nephew came by. He left some studio equipment at my house. So he was
Mhm.
like, "Hey, can I get that? I left this. Can you come to the hotel?" I was like, "Yeah." We went to the hotel. First, I pull up. First person I see walking is Adam Cole. I'm like, oh,
I'm
see,
telling you.
we got a picture. We talked to Halo, like video gaming and all that. He's so
Yeah,
cool. He was mad
such
cool.
a
I
great
love
guy.
him. He's dope. Great
Yeah,
guy. But
such a great guy.
yeah, but yeah, he was cool and all that. It was really cool to meet him though. But yeah, I was very upset Adam wasn't there.
It was like, what is this? Is this a joke?
Yeah. But it was cool. We got Keith Lee and we got everybody else that was there, Shayna and everybody.
Yeah, we got what? It was Jessamine Duke,
Bianca Belair.
Shayna, Bianca Tayanara.
We I think we got Rhea too before the we got Rhea show. Yeah, Rhea showed up too.
Did Rhea
Yep.
show up? I
And
remember
I think they
Street
helped Bianca
Profits.
in that match. Yep, Street
Okay.
Profits. Candice
Yeah.
LeRae.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh
Yeah, Tanara was there too.
I'm
Yep.
trying to think. I have a couple of videos of people. Like I know
Yep.
Dijak was there because it was
Yep.
Dijak and Keith.
Yep.
Man, all times, man. It's crazy.
That was good times, man. That
That
was a good time.
was. Man, that was
Yeah, because
so
I remember we
good.
got our picture because I still have our picture. We took me, you, and my son after it was over.
hmm
So it was
Yeah. Look at
yeah. It was a
that.
good time.
Full
Good.
circle. Full
I know,
circle.
full circle, man. Yes,
Yeah.
and I remember telling you, I said you're gonna be here one day. I remember I was like, you're gonna be in the NXT one day. I was like, I told you that, and then I
Yep.
looked up and I saw you and Triple H, and I was like, oh my god, she's signing. I was like, yes. I was like, it's happening. I was so proud. I was like, yeah. Yeah,
It was
I was
great.
so happy. I was so happy for you because I was like, it's finally happening. I knew it. And
Thank,
I knew it was just a matter of time. It was just a matter of
thank
time.
you. Yeah,
But
getting out of the Midwest is hard, man.
yeah, it's hard. It's hard out here to do anything. I even tell people like with podcasting, I'm like, there's a lot of people like they don't know who I am. They don't know that hey, there's a wrestling podcaster, here in Kansas City. I know there's a couple, there's some out here, but like me in particular, I'm not, probably too well known. But it's like when I
Mhm.
do, I've gotten lucky and get not lucky, but I've had some opportunities to like talk to like Mickey James and stuff like that. Never had
Mhm.
Leo has been on the podcast, so it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
I've had opportunities. So, but yeah, it's pretty hard to do this, even not even just podcast, being a pro wrestler in this
Mhm.
industry. So, yes, I know a couple out here, and yeah, it's pretty hard to do that. But you have done I want you to know one thing. Please always be proud of yourself because you've done a lot. You've
Thank
done
you.
a lot. You've done a lot. You know what I'm saying? So when I saw you on SmackDown with Lacey Evans, I said, "Oh my god!" And that's what I was like, "Oh, they got to see. They're seeing something special in her to put her in this position So
Yeah.
tell me about that process, that whole NXT process, like you like going in there, like how just just tell me what you remember, you know,
So are you talking about like the first day, or are you talking about
like
just
from
like
first day, the first day to, everything. I don't know. You just tell me what you want to tell me.
I feel like there's not a whole lot to really like talk about. It's just like
Right.
it's like an average day. Like there's not really
Hmm.
like any secrets, anything like that. But
Yeah.
I remember the first day walking in, they gave us like these duffel bags and they were like, okay, here's yours, like here's your like all by like our legal names. We went
Hmm.
upstairs and we were like in these beautiful outfits. We went upstairs, changed into like the t-shirt and the leggings, went downstairs and they were having a tryout that day. And I was a child that Solo Sokoa was at, but we
Oh,
didn't know.
nice.
Obviously, we didn't know who he
Oh,
was at the time.
yeah.
So we all took our pictures with like Triple H and then went back into our nice clothes, did our like introduction to WWE, like how it's gonna be ran, what we need to do, and what is it called? Like in college. Like orientation in a sense.
Orientation. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, so we did like an orientation and pretty much that was it. Like the next day we were just into working training every day, gym every day except for Tuesdays. Then at
Right.
that time we weren't doing weekend shows because it was still like COVID era. So
Right.
we
Right.
weren't traveling, but we would just be like doing normal shows, normal matches, like Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday train. Tuesday they had TV, so we would go to TV Tuesday, and we would be
Hmm.
behind hard cam.
And
So like
you gotta be the fans,
we would
right?
be the
I remember
fans.
that. I saw that and I was like, oh my God. I was like, how is that? That was probably weird. Was it weird? Like, hey, yeah, we're the fans cheering.
No,
Oh yeah, I was
it
just
wasn't really weird because like we like my most of my class was indie workers, so like we were
right,
all
right.
fans. So
Oh,
it
well,
was
that's
really
good. Well, that's
cool.
good. That's
Yeah,
good.
it
That's
was all
dope.
really cool. I think like because the people that were just getting on TV before me was like August Gray and uh Kurt Stallion. I don't remember what his ring name was in
Right.
WWE, but Kurt Stallion was there. Ari Sterling was there, like Alex Zane.
Mm. Okay.
Um,
Yep.
Weston Nash was in like there. So it was just like
Hmm.
the new, like it was like more like the high flying. Like Arya Davari was there. Tony Nese was still there.
Nice.
So it
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
really fun to have those matches. Like I don't Rhea wasn't there when I got there, and neither was
Yeah.
Bianca, but I know we had Raquel, Aaliyah, Mandy was there. I'm trying to think of all the vets.
Nice.
Candice was there
Was
for a
Dakota
bit.
there?
When I got there, no.
Okay.
No, she was.
I
No, she
was I,
was. Yeah,
okay.
she was.
That's cool. That's cool. Yes, I guess
This
like
isn't beer. This is apple juice, by the way.
oh, that's fine. Hey, I ain't. Hey, we all grown here. You drink what you want to
Yeah.
drink on here. You
I'm
do what you
obsessed.
want to do on here.
No,
Oh,
I'm
apple
obsessed with
juice is.
apple
I
juice.
love apple juice. I love apple juice. No, I feel that. You know what I love too? Apple cider.
I
Apple
don't like apple
ciders.
cider, but I love apple juice.
Oh my
Yes,
God.
apple cider makes my stomach hurt.
Okay, okay, okay. That makes sense.
So
That makes
yeah,
sense. That makes sense.
but I will
That makes
drink
sense.
like a whole bottle of apple juice and be so content.
Okay, see, we're getting some facts here. We're getting some Cameron facts.
I don't do candy anymore because I want muscles, but I will drink apple juice.
See, that's me. I have like a love-hate relationship with candy. I could sometimes be, oh yeah, I want some candy. Like I'm like, I don't want no candy. It's just it's a thing. But yeah, I
Hmm.
feel yeah. But apple juice is always a must.
I
Always a
need it in my
must.
life every day.
Dang. So tell me, so okay, so when you got to where they were like, let's put her on TV and put her in put you in matches, what was what was the first match that they like put you on? Like was it like not level up, but I'm guessing like like first time you was on NXT or anything like your first
So
match.
I had a mini like put-over match because I say put
Mm.
over, and I'm okay with saying a put-over match
Yeah.
because the match wasn't directed for me and who was in it, which is Mercedes Martinez. It was
Okay. Yeah.
for the segment of her and Xia Li.
Ah, okay.
So it was a segment pretty much where I was already in the ring. I made my entrance start. Mercedes makes her entrance. We go to commercial, and then
Mm.
Xia Li makes her entrance. Or no, excuse me. As Mercedes was making her entrance, Xia Li comes out. Boom, boom, boom. They go for a fight. I think
Yeah.
Mercedes like chucks Zaya over the
I
barricade.
remember that now. Now that you're
Yep.
saying that, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yes.
I run the
Yes.
bell rings, I run at her, big boot,
Mm-hmm.
air raid crash, 1, 2, 3, and then they
Yeah.
go back to fighting. And then my first legit match was me and Cora Jade on 205. We were the first ever women on 205
I
Live.
remember that because I was like, yo, yes, history maker right there. Yeah, because you was killing it on 205 Live. I remember
Thank
that 'cause
you.
I was like, hey, yeah, I remember that because I was like, I'm loving this. Yeah, because it was always like your, no Amdars or whoever, was on. I'm like, yeah, they need some women on here. And
Yep.
yeah, yep, I
And I
remember that
came in and
match
was
too.
like, this is my show. Me and Valentina were like, I think one match
Valentina
away.
Feroz.
Mm-hmm.
I
We were
liked
we
her
were the
too.
queens. We were the queens of 205 Live.
Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep. Yeah, I like her too. Yeah, she's very good. I feel like the women are taking over right now. Like I feel like the women are doing really good right now. And I push for the women. I know some people see on my social media or something I'll post on Facebook about the women's match or something like that. And somebody's like, oh, why are you posting on the women? Like, I feel like they need more exposure. Like, and they're getting exposure, but hey, this is good because there's a lot of athletes and there's a lot of women that are kicking butt right now and they're doing a really good
Exactly.
job. And I'm
Yeah.
like, it's time to put them at the forefront. It's time to put them at the forefront of
Mhm.
things. I remember I was at the 2022 Royal Rumble and I remember me and my son in the crowd and it was the women's Royal Rumble match and a lot of the divas were coming out, Melina and stuff like that and like Kelly, all these, Tori Wilson. I'm going crazy because I'm like, yeah, the divas, yeah, we're getting all the legends. They're still legends in my eyes because I'm like, hey, they paved the way for what's going on right now. And this guy behind me, he was like, why are you cheering? Why are you cheering for these women? I'm like, dude, your daughter's right. His daughter's right there, like going crazy, like loving it. I'm like, dude, you got a kid, you got a daughter. Like, why are you trashing on the women? Like, she's looking up to these women. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're looking up to them. Like, why trash them? But yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, that was a good women's role. But like I said, I feel like the women have been doing really good, and
Mhm.
I feel like they've been at the forefront of things. And I was like, I was hoping in your return, I said, oh, this is gonna be her time. I was like, her time is getting ready to go up, and I was like, don't worry, it's still gonna happen. I still have faith, and I still believe that it's not over. It ain't over, and you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. So
Thank you. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah. So let's. What was I gonna say? I'm trying to. Okay, the SmackDown match with Lacey Evans. Now can we talk about that? Like, how did that go? How did you find out you were gonna be in that match?
Last minute, like there was
It was
really,
last minute.
honestly, there was really nothing to it. It was just like we need
Yeah.
someone to get their butt kicked by Lacey, and I
Right.
was an enhancement talent before I got signed, and
Mm.
they wanted Miranda Gordy. And Miranda was like, "I'm not that experienced. You can use
Okay,
this
I know
girl."
Miranda. Yeah, I know
hmm
Miranda. Yep.
And then they were like, "Okay," and then that was pretty much it. They were like, "Do you have any gear with your name on it?" And I was like, "No," and they're like, "Perfect, wear that." And then they were like, "What's your name?" And I was like, "Cameron, whatever." And they're like,
Mm.
"All right, Cameron Connors." And I was like, "Okay." That was literally it. Like there was
All
nothing
right.
special, nothing
Mm-hmm.
important to me and Lacey. Like that, it was just we need you to be here. Perfect. We'll pay you. Go out there, get punched in the face. That's it. It's like
Right.
perfect. Okay. Like whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it was so good because I was like, oh, it was really good, even though it was short. It was really good, but I felt like, oh, this could set up a little rivalry or something with or a storyline. Because I was like, man, I felt like because she was posting it a lot. Lacey was kind of posting that a little bit, and I remember I was like, okay, are they setting something up here? Because she was
But
posting.
I wasn't signed at the time.
Yeah, so you weren't signed at that time. So okay,
She was
dang,
just
that's
creating
crazy.
more heat for
Yeah,
herself. That was
yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
That's
Yeah, but I see.
Lacey
See
being
that I didn't
Lacey.
know if you were signed at that time. Okay.
It was just
Okay.
Lacey being Lacey.
Dang, that's crazy. That's
Mhm.
crazy.
I wasn't signed until 2 years later.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, because I remember that and I was like, dang, is she already? Yeah, because I was wondering about. I was like, dang, is she signed already, or what's going on, or is she
No,
about to, or something? Yep. Okay.
no. I just
Okay.
good right place, right time.
Hey, that was a good place to be.
Yeah,
That was
absolutely.
good. That was a good place to be. So, so okay. So let's talk. So the end of the relationship with NXT, how did that come about? Was it just a non-resign or non-agreement, or what happened?
Yeah, it was pretty much just them saying that they don't have anything creatively for me. So
Okay.
at that aspect, like I had told someone else, like I understand from business perspective
Mm,
where they're coming from, as in like if we don't have anything creative for you, we're not gonna sit here and keep paying you.
right.
And there's no bad blood between both sides. Like Coach Bloom was like, I'll always put my name behind you. I did everything. Like my best friend is Sol Ruka and Kaylee Ray. If you guys
I
didn't know
love
that,
Soul. I love
yeah.
Soul. Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like that thing of they were telling me like I did everything I possibly could have, so I cannot go back and be like, oh, I wish I would have did this, or I wish I would have, worked harder, which I would have came into work like more or early. Like I
Mm,
did everything I could have possible. It just wasn't my time at that moment. But people come back. Some people don't. You go off to different things. Like
yeah.
it was the chase to WWE was really fun. Being in it was fun, but also stressful. It was very, very
Right.
stressful because it's a lot of like self-doubt that you're gonna have. Like, are you good enough? Are
Mm,
you skinny enough? Are you pretty enough? And then you're not the chosen one, and then you're not what they want, right? And it's just a lot of like back and forth situations.
right.
And
Right.
I also think with my injuries that had happened, it didn't help this
Right.
like situation, which is just unfortunate, but it happened,
Right.
like, it's
Yeah.
not like I'm gonna go tear my ACL today. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it honestly, and like I had told them, like I was like, thank you for the opportunity, like I really appreciate it. And they were never like, you burned bridges or you're not coming back. It
That's
was like,
good.
hey, keep in touch. And it's like, okay,
That's
absolutely.
good.
But right now I'm at that point of kind of taking a break from wrestling. I don't know if I'm gonna return and have matches. I don't know if I'm gonna go full force, if I'm gonna like sign to another company, or if I'm just gonna have like a normal life. I really just don't know which way I'm going. I'm kind of
Right.
like numb to wrestling right now. Like I don't really watch
Right.
it. I watch my
Right.
friends, but yeah, it's yeah, like it was
Yeah.
really nothing bad. It was just, hey, we got nothing for you.
Yeah. And I understand that too, because there was a lot, like in your absence, there was a lot of people coming in at that time and a lot of people making moves. So I can definitely understand that. And then, yeah, like,
I think
absence is,
Yeah, and I think they're very athlete focused right now, and that's what's hard for like us as indie workers because I feel like athletes, when the athletes come in, it's very, what's the word? It's a lot easier for them to create a character and a persona than I think it is for indie workers because on the indies we don't really need a persona. You know what I mean? Like we're kind of just us and we wrestle, and I
okay.
think that's the hard part of turning indie wrestlers over is like if you're not a Roxanne or Indy Hartwell or like a
Hmm.
Jason Jane, it's really or Gigi Dolan, it's really hard to
Hmm.
be underneath you in the time that you need to get it under.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I understand that. I understand. Yeah,
Mhm.
and they are bringing a lot of athletes in, and gymnasts and stuff like that. A lot of out of the realm of indie work is
Mhm.
they're coming in. Yeah, I see that.
Mhm.
Yeah, but yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, now personally, I think you would do good in TNA, and that's just my opinion. That's
I
just
want
my
to
opinion. If you do,
know.
if you do continue, because I know you're on your break, or however whatever you decide you want to do.
Mhm.
But yeah, I do think TNA would be a great place for you. I think they would be a good place for you to be. But yeah, I do see that. I would say AEW, but I just don't know. I don't know with them, but it is what it is. I mean, whoever's willing to put you out there, okay?
See,
Whoever's
that's what
willing to
people
put
need to
you,
understand. When
yeah,
people say, "Oh, I don't
whoever's
want to go
willing
to
to put you out
WWE,"
there. Yeah, yeah, I get it. Because
like,
I mean, there's some people like, oh, I don't want her to go there. I want her to go here. I can't necessarily say that because, like I said, it's all about who wants to market you and put you out there. And hey,
but it's also about who I want.
yeah, and who you want as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
that too. That too. Yeah, that too. It's where you want to go and
Yeah.
what you
I'm
want
sorry.
to
It
do.
is freezing in this house. If you can't
Oh,
tell,
you're good. I
I
was
am,
wondering. I was like, she cold
bro.
over there.
I'm
So,
cold.
I was like, somebody needs to turn the heat up over there.
It's too far. It's upstairs. I don't want to go upstairs.
You're good. No, you're good. You're good. No, yeah. So questions. Okay, so who? Okay, fantasy man. Who would you, if you did, want to wrestle a legend or a Hall of Famer or anything like that? And I think I know who you're gonna say,
Go
but
ahead.
I'm
Go ahead. Say it.
Alicia
Yup.
Fox.
That will never
That's
change.
the one that I know, and I was hoping we see that in the WWE show. But I think there's a chance in the Indies. I don't think I think she's wrestling again. I think, or
I
she's back.
so I don't. I can't necessarily say she's back or
Yeah,
not
I can't
because
say it because I don't know.
yeah, there. I know she's had a match or like an appearance, but
Yeah,
and
I know
she's
she's done some
trending.
appearances.
Yeah, but
Yeah, yeah,
I don't know.
yeah. But hey, that'd be cool. That'd be
I would
cool.
try. I would retire after. Like I don't care. I'd retire. I'm like I don't need to wrestle anymore ever again.
Yeah,
I'm going
that
out
would be
like
cool.
this.
I'm
Yeah,
going out.
I'm going out like this. This is it.
So she's the one and only. She's the one and only.
That's it. That's
That's
it.
it. I
But
understand. I totally
yeah,
understand that.
yeah. If I get booked against her, like you'll never see me wrestle again. You just wouldn't even see me. I just drop off the face of the planet. I'd be so happy. I'd do that for free. I would wrestle her for free. I would pay to wrestle her.
So you can,
You know,
so you can
like
take the
I'll
win
give
or the
you
loss.
$300 to book me against her.
That's
That's
funny.
funny. Yeah.
That's cool. But okay. So what was I gonna try? What I was about to say. Okay. So okay, other than that, what was I gonna say? Oh, a favorite match that you would recommend for a wrestling fan that didn't know you or whatever. What match should they watch or look up or that they can, to be like, hey, let me look into this person and see, what they're about, in their ring work.
I would say that my top two matches would be myself versus Alba.
Okay, yeah.
Not Kaylee Ray, but when she
Yeah,
changed her name to Alba. I think that
yeah.
one, and then I think the 6-woman tag, which it was me, Casey, and Kaden versus Indy, Wendy, and Persia.
Okay. Yep.
Those were great
Okay.
matches. Yeah.
Okay.
Any match with Valentina. Like me and
Okay.
Valentina have really, really
Yeah,
great.
I really liked her. I hate that they released her. I really liked her too. I thought she had
No,
potential.
Valentina's still here.
Oh, she's still there?
Yeah,
Okay,
you
she's there, so she just
Lisa.
hasn't been on. I thought they had released her. Okay. I'm
That was you
wrong. My
Lisa.
bad. Who was it?
You Lisa, her tag partner.
That's who it is. Lisa. That's who it is. Yep.
Yeah.
That's who
No,
it is.
Valentina's still there.
Okay, so
Valentina.
Valentine is still there.
Hmm.
Okay. Okay, because I was wondering, I was like, I haven't seen her on like TV or nothing. I was like, what's going on? Okay.
She went back home to Brazil for a little bit. So
Okay.
she right before I got medically cleared, she came back. So she's kind of
Okay.
just like getting her bearings and stuff back, but I'm pretty sure she'll be
Got
back
you.
very soon.
Got you. Got you. Okay. Okay. And I think Soul's getting ready to return
Yes,
too.
she is
I
on
saw it.
Tuesday.
Aha. Okay. Okay. Nice. Nice. I love it.
I already know the tea.
I already know. I already know
That's
you
my
know.
bestie.
I saw that. I saw yeah, I was watching NXT Tuesday and I saw a little promo video and I saw some water and I saw a beach and I was like, that was said, see you soon or something. I was like, that's gotta be Soul. Soul gotta
Mhm.
be she's dope. She's dope. I love her. Yeah,
That's
I
my
love her.
soul
She's dope.
sister.
Yeah, that's dope. I love that. I love that for you. For real.
She's great. Like
I
we
love
were
that for
talking
you.
one day at the PC and we're like, how did we become friends? And we're like, I don't know. And I keep telling her this is how we met. And I feel like we
Mm-hmm.
might have met one time before that, but I think we like had conversations here and there. But I think the moment we decided to be best friends was
Mm-hmm.
because she's mixed. So
Yeah.
her mom is white, her dad is black.
Mm-hmm.
And so I always talk about like how we are, where it's like when we see food, we're like, you want to share? I'll take some of that. So
Mm-hmm.
I had opened my locker and I remember pulling out a bag of chips and I closed my locker. So my locker closes this way, right? Well, closed this way, and she was on this side of me. Now I remember I closed my locker and opened up the chips. As soon as I looked up, Soul's like this. Like, no, just ask me, put your hand down. And I think from that day we started like going around the PC finding candy on like Wednesdays and Thursdays and like snatching them and like giving them to each other and just we've been
Mhm.
inseparable since.
Nice,
We were it was to the
nice.
point where like in rehab, they would schedule our times together. Like
Okay.
we're like the same person.
That
It's insane.
that's great. Yeah, because you guys y'all were out at kind of at the same time. So
Yeah, so I tore
right,
mine
right.
in February and then I left for I came back home for 2 months and then I was back for about a month and she had tore hers.
Okay.
Yeah. I was there the day
Nice.
she found out when she was like crying. I had to talk her through it and everything. Like
Oh,
yeah, we're pals. I was there right after she got surgery when she was in recovery. I was with her mom and we were waiting for her. We had went and got food and stuff like the next like day after. So we were just chilling. Yeah.
that's cool. Hey,
Making jokes.
supportive friends. Supportive friends.
Because I would say yes, but her and I are very aggressive in the fact of
Oh.
there was one day we were talking about something about how her crush like had slipped, and Josh Briggs
Mhm.
was behind us, and Josh was like, "I'll give you my whole paycheck if you kick her crush from underneath her." I was
Oh.
like, "Wham!" and went to kick it, and I kicked it, but like Soul's very like strong, so
Uh,
she didn't need it anyways. But it was really
mm.
funny, and she was like, "You dickhead." Like, I love you too. And she was like,
Oh,
his
okay.
paycheck, really? I was like, I would have did it for $5. But
That's funny.
we do stuff
That's
like that
funny.
all the time. Yeah.
Right, right on. Hey, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. So let's say, okay. So any appearances that you might have that fans can come to, they can meet you, get an autograph, picture, anything like that, coming up.
Um, yeah, so I do have an appearance in New York on the 15th and 16th, and it's a virtual appearance on the 14th. And then I have World League Wrestling
Ooh,
on like it was like World League Wrestling that is with NWA, like Night of
mm,
Champions. And that is
okay.
on the 23rd of March. And
Okay.
then the weekend after, I will be making an appearance at XWE. I think it's XWE or it may be called something else, Billy
Mm,
Simmons promotion in
okay.
Kansas.
Oh,
And then
okay.
I will
Nice.
may or may not be back in KC in April.
Okay. Okay.
Just that was for you, you know.
Okay. Yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely. Yeah, because we're gonna have to like, yeah, definitely have to link up for sure, for sure.
Absolutely. I miss my
Yeah.
KC people. I miss my Midwest people.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, because I'm sitting here, yeah, in the heart of KC. I'm in the Northland, I guess.
Mhm.
Again, in the
I North
Northland.
KC.
Yep, yep, yeah. So yeah, it's been very interesting. I'll say in the wrestling world and stuff like that, a lot going on.
Yeah.
I will say that it's just I know you guys go through a lot, and you guys do have a lot, going on. And I
Mhm.
always try to encourage, pro wrestlers, hey, keep your head up, keep doing your thing. Yeah, never doubt. And I know there's people that are cruel online, little cruel. Yeah,
Mhm.
never let them get to you. Always. I even have to tell myself that as a
Mhm.
podcaster because every time I'm like, man, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to do this
Mhm.
anymore. It's not going anywhere. I don't feel like it's going. And I'm like, no, I got to keep pushing. I got to do this because this is what I want to do. I want to do this. I wanted to take it to the next level and get my name out there. So yeah, we definitely, we all as entertainers in this industry, we gotta stick together. Gotta definitely stick together. And yeah,
100%.
like I said, I support whatever you got going on. I'm there. I'm there.
Appreciate
So
it. Appreciate
yeah,
it. You know I got you.
for sure. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Oh,
that. Now I did see you post some merch.
merch. So yes,
Mm-hmm.
I do finally have merch. I have, I think, 4 to 5 shirts. So I just
Okay.
posted, um, I think 3 shirts on Pro Wrestling Tees, and they are comeback season shirts, 24.
Mm-hmm.
There were two that are similar in the front and back. There is one that is just in the front, and it's a silhouette of me that says Peerless Princess, comeback season 24. And then I have a comeback season t-shirt that is on Pro Wrestling Tees. It's a blue one that has like a little bit of yellow. And then I have my Peerless Princess limited edition shirt that is on Pro Wrestling Tees. And I will have pictures for merch and stuff like that. I'm trying to get stickers made. Fingers
Nice.
crossed that works, but if it doesn't,
Yeah.
then that's why I have the extra t-shirts just in case. I can't be as cool as my Orlando trainer, Katoa. Like,
Yeah, I
look
was
at
looking at
that.
that shirt. I was like, yeah, that shirt is dope. I was like, that's
Ain't
kind of
it?
yeah, because I was like, hey, what is that like a rock and roll like artist shirt or is the? I
No.
like the style of it though. That's neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
That's
He's the
dope.
pal I met when I was at Natty's, and then I wasn't like really training necessarily with him after my contract expired. It was like
Mm,
trying to find a love for wrestling again. So I was just around like more indie people, like the
mm-hmm.
drive that they have, and just him and I connected. He's like a big brother to me because he's a girl dad is what I call him because he has two little
Right.
girls. So we definitely bonded really fast, and he's an awesome guy. And I was
Nice.
like, I'm moving back home. Can I have your shirt? Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so Natty, Natalia. So you got
Mhm.
to train. So training with her, did you like? How was that?
It was great. Like it
That's
TJ
awesome.
is so full of information. Natty is so helpful, and she is like one of the toughest. Like people don't understand. Natty can go. Like I don't know if she turns it like dials it back for TV or it just looks like she like. But Natty is like it's so unbelievable that she's been doing it for this long, and she's so crisp. But then she also still wants to learn everything, and then she's like so fluid still. Like she has not lost a beat for anything. And it blows my mind. And she's just like the sweetest person ever. I
Yeah,
absolutely
she
adore
seems
her.
so
I
cool.
adore they are so sweet. Like when I had surgery, she was one of the first people that reached out.
Oh,
During my
that's awesome.
surgery, she would still let me come to the training sessions and just sit in and listen. When I was getting cleared, she would like let me do a little bit in her ring, and then like she'd be like, "Okay, are you good with doing leapfrogs? No, we'll do this instead." And she was definitely like a mom figure to me in the wrestling world.
Mother.
Yeah. Oh, Mother Natty, absolutely. Like
Awesome,
even when my
awesome.
contract expired, Natty like within a day was like, "Oh my God, love, like how are you? Are you okay? Like everything
Hmm.
happens for a reason. Like you're an amazing talent. This and that. Like they top notch people. Absolutely love them."
Awesome. Yeah, I think she needs a championship run. Definitely.
I I don't even think she's a championship run. I think she just needs like a good story. Because I
Hmm.
feel like
True.
Natty is so good that she doesn't need a title. Like I just think that if she had a good feud with like Rhea or something like that, like just put her
Hmm.
back like on like I don't want to say on top because that's like mommy on top, but
Yeah.
I think if they can get her like with like a like Bianca again and Rhea and Bailey, like I just think it's gonna be so good for those women to work with Natty again. But then also
Hmm.
like giving Natty her chance. Like she's done so much for this business, and a piece of me doesn't understand why they're not utilizing her more. You know what I mean? But
True.
they may be utilizing her in a different way that we
Yeah.
just don't know of. And that's a lot
Right.
of like WWE is there are things that we see that we're like, why is this person being used? Why isn't this person losing all the matches? But then there's things
Right.
behind the curtain of, well, this person can't win because like Tiffany needs this so she can get to this next step. And it just some people
Yeah.
have like for my career, I just had to be that person to build other people. But
Hmm.
it's a good thing because that means that they trust me and they know that I'm a good worker to
Exactly.
make those people look good. So it's a double-ended sword. And I think that's where like back to the social media comes in of like, Amari sucks, Amari's a jobber, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, but how many people are having good matches with me? It's not just them, so
Yeah.
it does
No,
suck for
you
them.
have good matches, period. No, you were another person. I was like, dang, I wish they booked her better. I wish that they gave her some more wins on TV because I felt like you deserved it. And I think, and
Thank
the
you.
other thing too, like yeah, I think, like, and the other thing with Natty, she's also great. She followed me on Twitter a while back, and I remember I went crazy. I was like, what, Natty, the boat, what?
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
crazy. But
That
yeah,
is
and then yeah, you and Matt Natty, I would love to see. I would love to have seen that match on NXT. I
that'd
would
be
love to
good.
send something like that. Oh, that would be a good
Ooh,
match.
A good match to go back and watch. Mia and Lyra's debut match.
I
That
saw that.
was
Yeah, I remember that match. I watched that match
Yep,
live, and that
that
was a good
was
match.
such a good match.
Yes, I
That's
like her too. I like her
Yeah,
too. She's really good.
Lyra's a good friend of mine. All of my
That's
friends are
good.
pretty much UK people except for Soul.
Okay.
So
Okay.
if
Yeah.
anyone wants to know, Piper Niven,
Oh,
Wolfgang,
Piper.
Simon
Love
John,
Piper.
yeah, Alba, uh,
Love Alba. Yeah.
Katana Chance. She's not UK,
Yeah. Yeah.
but
I like
Piper,
Katana. I like
Soul,
Katana. Yep.
Stevie,
Oh,
Lyra,
Stevie. That's another person they need to book more. Stevie. I love her. I love her whole gimmick. Like, I'm like, yo, put her on TV. Put her on TV. I want to see more matches because I feel like she's really good.
she's great. Blair Davenport's the same
Yeah,
way,
Blair
but
Davenport.
yeah,
Yep.
like I said, there are reasons why people aren't being booked the way that some people want them to be booked, and it's not always what we can control as
Yeah,
wrestlers.
exactly.
Like I'm not gonna
Exactly.
go into Sean's office and be like, "Why am I not being
Yeah.
booked? Why am I not winning?" And this is stupid. Like it. And at the
Yeah.
end of the day, I love this business and it didn't
Mhm.
matter. A piece of me was my ego hurt? Yes, because all wrestlers, and I hate when people say don't have an ego. No, do have one, but be respectful. Everyone should have an ego because if you don't have an ego, why are you so confident in yourself? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
there's a point of having this like, dang, I can't even get a win. Like I I remember, and this is not a bad on this girl at all, but it was Kaylee Ray and EO versus me and Lash Legend. And I
Mhm.
remember I was losing every freaking match. Like I couldn't even tell you the last time I won. And I
Yeah.
remember Lash lost the match. And I was so happy. And I remember Kaylee was like, "Why are you so happy?" I'm like, she's like, "You're still losing." I'm like, "But I'm not getting pinned."
Yeah, I'm not the one getting pinned here.
I was like, "Hada!" I was like, "Yes." So
Dang.
it's just one of those things. But at the end of the
Right.
day, like I loved going out. Like it would hurt me more to not go out and wrestle than to go out and
Right.
lose. Like
Yeah,
who
at
cares?
least you got to go out there.
Exactly. Kurt Hawkins made
Mhm.
a whole career of losing. So it's
He
like I
really
didn't
did.
care about losing because I just shows people that like people are still talking about me anyway. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Amari's always losing, and it's like okay, yeah, but
Hey,
I'm
hey,
having
you
fun.
look good, and you look good doing it too. Because your gear, the gear. Let's talk the gear. Your gear was dope. Your gears was
Thank
dope,
you.
and I loved how you always rip KC. I loved how you always with the jacket. I
Mhm.
noticed in the ring they had the KC logo, and I was
They
like, yeah,
did.
like the bro, like yeah, it's like I was like, whose idea was that? Because if whoever's doing
It was
that, I
mine.
love it. That was all you
It was
love it. I
mine.
love that. I love that
So
because I was like,
and it's crazy because like everyone it was so this is the hard part and I think this is one of those like why I put myself in a bubble and I think that's like creative situations but like
mm,
everyone is from somewhere and they're very
yeah,
proud of themselves and like where they're
mhm,
from but I feel like people don't understand how obsessed we are with our home if you're not from Kansas City, but like
mm,
being a lot of people never left Kansas City, you know what I mean, or Missouri. So like it's kind of hard to realize that. And I think by the time I
yeah.
realized that I can't be a Kansas City girl, it was kind of like I already put myself in this bubble and it was too late. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Yeah.
But things happen for a reason. You live and you learn. But like now it's the funny part of being like a peerless princess. Cause I remember someone was like, well, what does that mean? And I'm like, well, what does peerless mean? And they're like, you have no friends. And I was like, exactly. And I'm like, so princess. So like I don't have no friends. I don't care to have friends. It's all about me and I'm a princess. Peerless.
Right. Princess Princess. Ah, okay.
Ah,
Okay.
no more
So
team
that's
babe.
no, yeah, yeah. It used to be team, but yep, I
Used
remember.
to be
Yep.
team babe.
Yep.
No more team babe.
Mm-hmm.
You're a fearless princess.
Yep. Okay. Okay. I like that.
She
See,
doesn't exist.
it doesn't exist.
She doesn't exist. She's
Dang.
forgotten.
Dang. That sounds like a heel character, possibly. That would be a
Ah,
crazy turn.
who knows? Who
But
knows? We'll
yeah,
see.
yeah, yeah.
We'll
That
see.
yeah, yeah. But so I think we did a lot here. We did a lot here. Now you tell me, not necessarily you tell the listeners and fans where to find you on social media, you know, plug your merch appearances. You tell them whatever you want them to, you know, wherever you want them to go.
Absolutely. Well, I first want to start off with like thank you for everyone who supported me. Like and I wrote this on Twitter, but like the legit fans that supported me through my whole entire career. I cannot thank you guys enough. I love you guys so much. Where to find me on Instagram and Twitter is at Camron Branae. I do not have a Facebook, guys. My Facebook is personal, so please try not to add me on my personal Facebook. Thank you. Much love. Um, I do have 5 t-shirts on pro wrestling tees that you guys can get, and some of them will be limited edition. I will be having some of them also with me if you guys see me in person. And I will be selling my TV worn gear and jackets that have the name Amari Miller on them. And I can sign them, pictures, and anything for you guys. So definitely just let me know. But at the end of the day, stay strong, be freaking warriors, guys. And I love you
Mhm.
so much. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you for coming on.
Thank
And
you
yeah,
for
we'll
having
definitely,
me, and good to see
yes.
you again.
I know
Jeez.
it was so good to see you. So
Yeah,
good to see you. Yeah, so yeah, that's that, man. I appreciate you for coming through. And we'll
thank
have to
you.
do this again soon, for
Absolutely.
sure. For
Absolutely. Just let me
sure.
know.
For sure. Let me see.